So we're going to talk about purpose. Purpose is a commitment to making a meaningful contribution to the world. Having a purpose is what drives you to make a meaningful contribution, and that purpose is generally in line with your strengths and your interests. The pursuit of purpose can give you, a direction to move in, and you're probably still figuring out what your purpose is. You may have a purpose now, or you may not. But what we want to do is start to figure out what our purpose may be, and look at the bigger picture, and knowing that is probably going to change over time. So we're going to try an exercise. And so the first part of the exercise is to just identify two or three core values, two or three things that are very, very important to you. And it can be, it can be athletic ability, it can be family, it can be music, communication, arts and literature, nature and the environment, any number of things, any number of core values that are important to you. And so we're going to identify two or three core values that are important to you. And then I want you to take a look at those core values and maybe write down, describe, why those core values are meaningful to you. Describe in detail what those core values mean to you. You can use examples, personal stories about how those core values have made an impact on your life, or how you've used those core values to make an impact on others. And then you're going to take those two or three core values and what they mean to you, and compare it to a list of things that you do every day. So think of 10 or 15 things that you do in your everyday life. As simple as, waking up, getting out of bed, telling your parents that you love them, or texting a friend, or texting a family member, just ask them how they're doing in the day, or doing the dishes, or doing a workout, going for a run, going for a swim. So make a list of 10 to 15 things that you do every single day. And then compare your two or three core values to your list of actions that you do every day, and see if there's overlap. Are the things that you're doing in your everyday life in line with what your core values are? And if they are, that's a really, really good sign that you have a strong sense of your purpose, and you're trying to live out your purpose. And if they're not, then you need to try and figure out, well, are these core values the core values that are important to me? And do I need to change my daily actions to match my core values? Or, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you're like, well, my daily actions are really what I've been doing every day for a long time. And maybe these core values aren't as important to me as I thought. And so we can use this exercise to kind of keep track of how our sense of purpose, what we want to do with our lives, changes over time, because it will. As you grow, as you experience new things and learn new things, your purpose is going to change. And we can break purpose down into smaller chunks. We can talk about having a big, full life purpose, right? And that's the thing that's going to guide every action that we do in our life. We can have smaller purposes. What is your purpose in swimming? Is your purpose improvement? Do you have a multiple pronged purpose? Are you looking for improvement in swimming, achieving a certain level of swimming, making a meaningful contribution to your team or the swimming community? So purpose affects us in smaller ways, and I think that's one way to help develop our bigger purpose, is to look at what our smaller purposes are. And to help grow and strengthen and maybe find new purposes, there's a few things we can do. Engage. Obviously, one is engage in activities that connect to your purpose. Talk about your goals. Talk about your goals and your aspirations with other people. And point out connections between your activities and your goals. For swimming, that's pretty simple, right? My goal is to make a certain level meet, and so I'm going to attend practice a bunch, or I'm going to make sure that I'm making the adjustments that my coach and I have decided that are right for my stroke. And remember, it's okay if your purpose shifts or changes. That is a natural part of the human experience. And that's why we have that exercise that we did earlier. And so you can kind of track if your purpose is shifting or changing as you are growing and experiencing new things. You will grow and change, and your purpose should grow and change with you.